Hey there, I'm really excited to introduce a brand new feature that we just launched this week at Vergo. It's called Profiles, and it's going to be very powerful for the way your team codes credit card transactions, and it's going to get a lot of work done for your accounting team just by simply having your team choose a profile, upload a receipt, and submit some basic coding to lock in a lot of things that usually happen in the back office, such as cost type information, GL account information, anything that the field team and people usually making the transactions are not aware of how they need to get coded from the accounting team's end. Profiles sets up templates. These templates are really intuitive and easy to set up. They're really powerful. You can set up a template for any of the fields that are available to you in your Vergo account, such as GL accounts, jobs, phase codes, cost types, anything that's in your account you can code with a profile. These templates and guides are going to be extremely powerful and useful, and it's one of our most requested features from all of our customers here at Vergo. So let's get into creating a new profile, setting it up, and then checking it out on the mobile app to see how your team's actually going to utilize profiles and how it's going to do all the coding for you. So if I go to my settings icon here, if profiles is enabled in your account, go ahead and click profiles. If you would like access to profiles, please contact our customer service team and let them know that you're interested in this new feature. I have no profiles yet, but let's create a new one together. And I'm going to select who this profile is for. So each profile can be unique to each employee role. So admins, employees, and project managers can have their own unique profiles that are specific to them and the way that they code. Profiles is only available on the mobile device right now, but we are looking into launching it for the web shortly. So since I'm an admin and I want to overview what this profile is together and I want to be able to see it, I'm going to select admin, but you can create it for any role you'd like. Now here is where I can add the fields for this profile, and it can be as long or as simplistic as you like. A lot of common ERP field relationships are GL account to cost type, but we're going to add some additional leverage here and additional coding here to show you the power of profiles and how unique it can be set up. So I'm going to click add field, and I have 4 different options here. Set condition is the top option, and what this means is when I choose this profile, I want a specific field to be set, locked, and pre-coded for my team. An optional field allows you to choose any field such as job, phase code, cost type, equipment as an optional field, but allows your team to be able to see this input on this profile specifically. So it will show it. They can choose anything from your ERP, all the data. They can code it if they like, but if they don't code it, they'll be able to save their coding as well. A required field is the opposite of that. So if I choose that, hey, for concrete jobs, since it's job specific, you have to choose a job in order to save your coding in your receipt. Filter list allows me to choose from our whole entire database of information, jobs, GL accounts, and I'm going to give the user only a few options to choose from to limit the coding, limit the errors that can happen in that coding, and to give them a really simplistic view of, hey, when you choose concrete jobs, there's going to only be a couple GL accounts for you to code to in order to filter out what they can choose and make sure they're choosing the correct data. So let's build one together for concrete jobs. For all of our concrete jobs for this example, the cost type is always going to be material. So I'm going to say, when choosing concrete jobs, set cost type to material. Also, for all our concrete jobs, a job is required to be added. So I want concrete jobs cost type to be material, and I want my team to have to add a job in order to save this coding. And then next, I'm going to give them a list of GL accounts to choose from, and they're going to have to choose a GL account from this list in order to save it. So it's going to be a filtered list of GL accounts, and it's going to be required. Let's choose a couple of our recently added GL accounts, but I can also, search my entire database for GL accounts if I would like. Let's remove these and type in, I can search my database. So let's choose just the top 3 here of my recents. And we're going to save and close this. And this is what it looks like when you're saved your optional fields and you're ready to save your profile. So set cost type to material, require a job, and then filter the GL account options to these 3. Let's save it. And now I have a new profile in my account called Concrete Jobs. And let's see where the magic happens on the mobile device when my team actually goes to code. And what's going to happen is I'm going to choose that profile and it's going to limit all of those options for me and for my team to code. So in their to-do section, all the transactions that are missing a receipt, let's choose this top one, Tommy's, that happened on March 30th and for 2/19/12. We're going to add a receipt. I'm going to select a photo from my library. And now that I have my photo in here, I can choose a profile, and not only can I choose it, I have to choose a profile in order to code. There's no other coding, there's no other saving options that I have here, so it's really gonna be a force function to make sure your team is coding things correctly. I'm gonna choose profile, and this is where you're gonna get a big list of all the profiles that you have, or you can easily search for a profile if you have a lot of them. Since we only created one, this is all I'm seeing here, Concrete Jobs. It shows the Concrete Jobs profile, and as you can see, it added all of that logic that I had built for this profile. Make GL account required, make job required, and set the cost type to material for any concrete job profile types. Now, job, let's go and choose a job because it's required. It won't let me save it unless I choose a job and choose a GL account, even if I try to click save. Now, GL account, we chose 3 options. We should see the 3 options here. I'm going to choose this option, and now we have satisfied the profile requirement fields, and our cost type is going to be locked in as material. If I save this, we can go back to our web dashboard, and this specific transaction for Tommy's on March 30th for 2/19/12 is going to be pre-coded for my team to ensure that it's always going to have that information that I want already done for me by usually someone who makes the transaction. So March 30th for Tommy's, we can see that everything has pulled through here beautifully. We can see that our GL account has been set, the job has been set, and the material type has been set. This is where I can come in and view the receipt and the transaction. But all of that coding that my accounting team usually would have to do on the back end or try and fix is not only pre-coded for me, but I can ensure that my team is coding it correctly based on my company and how it is set up. So this is available for mobile coding right now. We are open to adding this to web dashboard coding, where if I opened one of these details, I can maybe select a profile here and it's going to limit what I need to code to kind of guide me and help move through these transactions faster. Let us know any feedback that you might have or your desire to get this feature enabled for your account. But it's going to be very powerful, and I think it's going to help your team get receipts in quicker and get that coding quicker to push to your ERP faster and get that real-time data flowing in for all of your teams to make the important decisions that they need to make, as well as closing your books much, much faster. Thanks for joining me today, and please reach out if you have any questions. Thanks.